You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So here's what's been going on. Donald Trump is really turning up the heat on India and the pharmaceutical industry, and it's making headlines for all the right reasons. Or wrong reasons, depending on your point of view. Just recently, Trump made it very clear that he's not happy with India, especially when it comes to its trade practices and its ongoing purchases of Russian oil. In fact, he went on record saying that India hasn't been a good trade partner. His main argument? India does tons of business with the US, but, in his eyes, doesn't give much back in return. Now, he's already planned a 25% tariff on Indian goods, set to kick in on August 7th, but he's openly threatening to hike that up significantly, possibly in the next 24 hours, because of India's continued energy dealings with Russia. He even accused India of buying Russian oil at a discount and then reselling it for big profits. He didn't hold back, saying they don't care about the number of people being killed in Ukraine due to Russia's war efforts. Naturally, this has sparked outrage in New Delhi. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs came out swinging, calling these accusations unjustified and unreasonable. They made it clear that India, like any major economy, will do what it has to in order to protect its national interests and economic security. In short, they're not backing down. But that's just one part of the story. Trump also set his sights on the pharmaceutical sector, an industry that India plays a huge role in globally. He's pushing for U.S. drug manufacturing to come back home. He had already warned that if pharma production isn't moved to the U.S., imports could face a massive 200% tariff. Now, he's talking about rolling out lower initial tariffs, but ramping them up to 150% and even 250% within the next 18 months. His reasoning? He wants cheaper medicine for Americans, made in America. Meanwhile, Trump is also clashing with Switzerland, which is trying to negotiate down a 39% tariff on its own pharmaceutical exports to the U.S. That's much higher than the 15% the EU is facing. But Trump dismissed past talks as unproductive, saying the Swiss didn't want to listen. So all of this adds up to some serious trade tension. India's caught in the crosshairs, not just over trade, but geopolitics too. And while some trade partners like the EU are seeing temporary relief, countries like Brazil and India could be facing a steep price hike at the U.S. border. This is more than just about tariffs. It's turning into a high-stakes game of economic pressure and political messaging. Stay subscribed for more videos.